Big game on Sunday Night Football this week. Chiefs and Bills. That's where I'm going to go for my first pick. I'm playing into it. I'm just going to buy right in. Let's go over 56.5. I know that, that feels, I don't want to say like a sucker play, but it feels like that's where the odds makers want to steer us here. And 56.5 points, 57 points, that's a lot of points. No matter what offenses are on the field, it's a lot of points to score in an NFL game. But the Chiefs are they're an over team. That's what they are this season. They are an over team. And you look at what they've done through the first 4 weeks of the season. Week 1 against Cleveland, that game gets to 62 points. Week 2 against the Ravens, 71 points. Week 3 against the Chargers, 54 points, which actually by the time that game kicked off wasn't under. Going to talk about those Chargers in just a second here. And then last week against the Eagles, 72 points. This is an over team, and it's because of what they do on both sides of the ball. We can talk about the Chiefs offense till we're blue in the face, but everyone knows what they do. That defense is very, very gettable. And with the way the Bills have been going the last couple of weeks, I do think they're going to get them. So as much as this just feels like me showing up and saying, just like taking the easy way out and saying, oh yeah, Chiefs, Bills, it's going to be high scoring, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't think this number is high enough. And it's not like Vegas can set an over under at 61.5. Like, they need some sort of two-way action on it. But with the way these two teams are going, with the way the Chiefs are going on both sides of the ball, I do think that this is a game that plays to the script. A lot of people are expecting 38-35, 35-30, something along those lines. And I really don't think we're sweating this over by early in the fourth quarter.
The thing about the Chiefs is back in 2019, Andy Reid realized that we can't get into shootout games because his record in shootout games with that team is about 500. And he tried to get out of those games in 2019. He's trying to do it in 2020, 2021. So far, he can't do it. The thing is, opponents know they need to get the Chiefs in that type of game too. Opponents realize that's what we need to do is get them into a high scoring contest.
Mm-hmm.
We can do that because that makes them. You get into that kind of a contest, shootouts. Even the most powerful offenses in NFL history. I've done studies on this. The most powerful offense in NFL history. There, if you take out a couple of outlier teams like the 2007 Patriots, those teams are just over 500. Like win 60% of their games in shootouts. If you're Buffalo and you go in there going, look, if we get in a shootout, we know we can win it at least 40% of the time, and our offense might be that good too. So we can make this a 50-50 proposition. I think you like your chances. So that's one thing is that the Bills are probably motivated to go the same route too.
Yeah, I think that both teams want to play this way. Both teams have to play this way almost, and just going to trust the Chiefs' track record so far this season. 54, the low mark in a Chiefs game so far this year, and that gets us a field goal away from the over here. And the Bills are going to play a whole lot faster on their side of the ball than we've seen the Chargers play to this point of the season. I really like the over 56.5, and what we're hoping should be a really, really fun game between two big-time AFC contenders on Sunday Night Football.